screening is moving a little faster than we did yesterday, and it appears we still have one senator to go, and that might also be short if we're to follow the tradition of some of the former senators that have been screened here, or former nominees who were, or the nominees who were former senators, I beg your pardon. And we follow that tradition. The next nominee, that's the former Senator Hadi Sarika, will be short too. But right now, making her way into the chamber is Mrs. Kemi Adeosun, coming to face the Senate and making her way slowly and carefully down the stairs to go before the Senate President and take a bow. She will be the 8th nominee to face the lawmaker, and then we will be left with two other lawmakers to appear here. But right now, the Senate President will take charge of proceedings as we receive Mrs. Kemi Adeosun.
Distinguished colleagues, the next Ministerial nominee we have with us is Mrs. Kemi Adeosun.
Order.
Mr. Adeosun, you're welcome. We've all received your CV, but we just want you to give us a brief introduction of yourself. You don't need to talk at length about what's already in your CV, but if there are areas you want to highlight, or if there are parts that have been missed out, you can talk about that. After you've spoken, then we'll get you to answer a few questions.
Your Excellency, the President of the Senate, Your Excellency, the Deputy President of the Senate, distinguished principal officers of the Senate,
Order, please. Order, please.
distinguished senators. My name is Kemi Adeosun, and I'm the ministerial nominee from Ogun State. I'd like to just briefly say how honored I am to be here in this hallowed chamber today. Just last week, I was renominated to serve as the Commissioner for Finance in Ogun State. And for me, that was a great honor, having been the first woman to have occupied that position. To then find myself nominated by His Excellency the President as a ministerial candidate is an unbelievable honor and privilege. And for this, I'll be eternally grateful both to His Excellency the President and the nation. As I stated earlier, I'm from Ogun State, both by birth and also by marriage. I am a chartered accountant by profession. I have an undergraduate degree in economics and a postgraduate qualification in public finance. I have 26 years of experience in the private sector and in the public sector, both in the UK and also in Nigeria. And so I understand what it means to run a business. I understand what it means to meet salary and try and make a profit, but I also appreciate the critical role of the public sector. What I believe is that we need innovative, creative solutions and practical solutions to solve our challenges and to support our policies. And this is why I believe I can add value. I believe in this country completely. Despite the challenges in our economy, the GDP slowing down, the oil price falling, rising unemployment, we do have significant resources, we have talent, we have energy. And I want to promise you that if confirmed today, I will apply everything I have to ensure that I'm part of restoring this country to where it should be. I believe that Nigeria has everything it takes to be a top 20 global economy, and I would like to contribute my part or my quota to that effort. Thank you very much.
Mr. President, sir, my colleagues, my names are Aliyu Magatakarda Wamaku, representing the constituency of Sokoto States. Mr. Nominee, I have two simple questions for you. One, your attainment in Ogun State focused on IGR. How do you think effective strategy for IGR collection can be deployed in your new assignment in the ministry you may find yourself? Two, as someone who grew up outside Nigeria, you could be classed as diaspora. What role do you see this community playing in the new Nigeria? Thank you.
Senator Hassan Mohammed.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. President. My names are Mohammed Hassan. I represent Yobe South. My question to you, Madam, is on the economy. A few weeks ago, at the end of the meeting of the Monetary Policy Committee of the CBN governor came out to say that we were heading for an economic recession in 2016. Now, he said unless some proactive steps are taken, we will be there. So in your view, what do you suggest are those proactive steps? Secondly, what are those symptoms that you consider us getting to this recession? That's that. Secondly, the policy on Treasury single account. You know, so far, the sum of 689 billion has been withdrawn from the banking system. That has led to serious liquidity pressure in the system. In your view, what would you suggest that, knowing fully well that public funds are a major source of finance, major source of funds in the banking system. So what would you suggest, in your own view, that will help the liquidity position in the banking system? Thank you.
Senator Olamilekon.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I remain sincerely yours, Adeola Solomon Olamilekon, representing Lagos West Senatorial District, the biggest senatorial district in Nigeria. Yes, in terms of order. Mr. Chairman, distinguished colleague, let me join other distinguished colleague of this Hallowed Chamber in congratulating Mrs. Kemi Adeosun as one of the ministerial nominees. Yes, I haven't gone through your CV. I painstakingly look line by line and notice that you have a wealth of experience in the area of financing. Let me start by saying one, if peradventure you are posted to the Ministry of Trade and Investment with your over 26 years of cognate experience in both private and public sectors, what will you be advising the Federal Executive Council in attracting foreign investment into this country? Two, looking at your background, and the president decided that